What is up, guys? Welcome back to another daily build video. This time we're checking out the Mitsubishi Evo 9, except for it's the Hoonigan version because I'm really hoping we can use this on this week's summit as a Mitsubishi car. All right, let's go. Real quick before I get into the video, if you're looking for any of my Motorfest tunes or my Need for Speed Heat builds, I've moved everything to my website. It's militiagamingco.com. There's links in the main navigation menu for Need for Speed Heat builds and Motorfest Pro settings, so click those if you're looking for that. The link to the site is actually in the description of this video. All right, enjoy. All right, real quick, a little bit about the car before we get into the pro settings. I'm gonna have two builds for you guys today, just like I did on the previous drift build video. Basically, we'll have a race build and a drift specific build. The first thing we're gonna talk about is the race build. This car has ridiculous acceleration. It's very similar to the Hoonicorn in that respect. I think the Hoonicorn's a little bit faster than this car for sure, but this car actually accelerates better than most of the other drift cars. It's just a weird sort of racy car anyway. So like I said in the intro, I hope we can use this car as a Mitsubishi, considering it is a Mitsubishi, but it's labeled as a Hoonigan brand. When you look at the brand, it says Hoonigan. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to use this in the summit or not. Either way, I did these builds on the off chance that we are going to use it, and just on the off chance that the event with the Mitsubishis is actually a race and not a drift trial. So we'll see. We won't really know until the summit goes live. Either way, here's a build for you. Let's take a look at the race pro settings. All right, power distribution, I've got it at 60%, which is all the way towards front. The brake balance is at 58%. And if we get into the suspension, we've got minus 10 on the front, plus 10 in the rear. For the compression, it's minus 10 in the front, plus 20 in the rear. And for the rebound, it's minus 10 in the front, plus 20 in the rear. Anti-roll bars, we're at plus 10 in the front and minus 10 in the rear. And then for the camber, we're at minus 0.25 on both front and rear. All right, let's take this out to Scotto versus Scotto. That's the race test course for my drift cars. And then we'll get into an actual drift build. All right, my fastest time on this is actually a 25. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that on the video, but we're gonna give it a shot, man. It's tough to commentate over a video and play and concentrate on the lines that I need to take. So let's see what we can do here. All right, first little reset corner. I already used NOS in a position where I didn't want to. Let's see how we can do. This first corner is a big drift corner that I have. Come on. There we go. Made it around. Good. There we go. Nice. Gutter turn there. Drift corner. Followed by a gutter. Oh, missed it. And I honked, dude. Oh, I hit the wall. No way. All right, let's recover. All right, we're okay. All right, here we go. Nope, don't tap the wall. I did. All right, this is obviously not going to be a 25. That was my best time on a test, on the test courses where I'm not paying attention to talking on a video. Turns out I can't really multitask that well. All right, no wall. All right, we're good. We actually kept really good speed going out of that corner. Anything above 200 on that corner is pretty nice. All right, super tough test right here across the dirt. Because it does that. The Hoonigan cars are just awful in the dirt. They're very difficult to control, and they tend to oversteer like crazy. So you want to try to stay on the pavement, but sometimes you just can't. A little let off there. Come on, let's get this turn right. Oh, stay off that. Drift it. Make it around. Oh, we kept really good speed there. Now if we can just make this turn, we'll be golden. Where are we at? 28. Oh, that's really not bad considering we smashed the wall on that one turn. Look at my car. It's absolutely just banged up. Anyways, You can see by the way this thing grips off the line in corners and also in like accelerating out of drift turns. So when I was drifting, you hit the NOS and the car grips up and goes. It definitely runs very, very solid times on here. You can actually see here my best is a 25 with this car. Actually, I did not run this with the Hoonicorn since the Hoonigan update. My time with the Hoonicorn, which is a 23, I did that in the early access build of the game before it actually went public, so that time is not registered. Anyways, let's get out to the drift course, and before that I'll show you the pro settings for my drift build. All right, so for the drift build, we've got the power distribution at 50%, the grip in the rear -15, brake balance is at 75% towards the front, just helps you with transitioning a little bit with a little brake tap. Aero for the load rear, we've got it at -5. For the spring front, +10, 0 in the rear. Compression front is +8, 0 in the rear. And then rebound front is at +7, 0 in the rear. Anti-roll bars are 0 for the front and +10 for the rear. And then camber is -0.25 in the front and 0 in the rear. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can do. All right, my best with this one is actually 792,000. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that on the video, but we're gonna try. Ooh, ooh, the thing wants to go, man. It's got a lot of power and it wants to drift. There we go. Let's get into a rhythm here. Look at the speed we're carrying, dude. If you go back to that R34 video, we were in the low 70s or like mid 70s for speed. This thing's above 80 basically the whole big sweeping turns. There we go. Just get into a rhythm here. Oh, nice fast transition. There we go. God, the car does feel really nice to drift. That was a little bit of a weird transition. I didn't do that super well. And it led to a shallower line there, which led to a lot less points. My guess is I will not be able to get the score that I got on that other one. 792 is going to be really tough to get here. Let's go a little wider here. There we go. Got lots of space. There we go. Nice transition. There we go. All right, almost at 700. 13 seconds left. We might be able to get this long sweeper in for sure. And then maybe a little extra right here with the transition. Oh, 791, dude. Yeah, 792, 608. So I was pretty close to my best on this one. Anyways, 791 with this car. It's really good. The car feels great to drive. And keep in mind, I do have traction control on comfort and drift assist on sport. I know those are two things that will affect the way this thing handles, and it'll affect the way that this tune feels. So if you don't like the tune, if it feels very grippy, which to be honest with you, it really doesn't. But if you do feel like it's too grippy, you can take traction control down to sport, or you can just turn it off. That will, I mean, your car is going to slide like crazy. So just be careful. But if you do have traction off for your drift cars, turn it on with this tune first. See how that feels, and then come back to it and make an adjustment there. But I run traction on comfort and drift assist on sport. So yeah, take that for what it is. Also, counter steering on mine is off. So anyway, just try to follow those difficulty global settings and see if you like the tune. If not, you know, find another tune out there. There might be someone else doing drift cars. I'm not really sure, but we're gonna need a bunch of drift cars for this summit. So I'll have some tunes for you coming up with more drifts. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you on tomorrow's daily build. Trigger out.